Sorry about that. Camera stopped recording. We're sitting at the corner of 590 and 595 heading to Kekabeka. But as I was saying in the last video, I always knew that this truck had two temperature sensors. One was for the temperature gauge in the cab on the dash, and the other one I was never sure what it was for. Well, after investigating for a little while, I found out that that second one was connected to the computer, and it controlled the idle of the truck and different things, fuel mixture for when it's cold starting and stuff like that. And started to talk to another mechanic, and you know, he didn't really know what all it controlled. I phoned the dealer and they just said, oh, it controls the CO2 mixture, your fuel mixture when it's cold, and the throttle and stuff like that. And I started thinking, you know, nobody really knew what else it did. So I thought, well, what if it does control the heat somehow in the engine? And everybody said, no, you know, can't control it. It can't control the thermostat. It can't control the thermostat because there's no wires to the thermostat. So I thought, what the heck? The part might cost is only $20. I bought it, and it's been in my truck here for the last, I don't know, 24 hours. So before I left this furnace service call, I got my socket set out of the back of the truck and put some Teflon tape on the sensor. Took the old one out and put the new one in. Plugged the wires into it, started it up, but I closed the hood and I left. Or no, I closed the hood and I went back inside and had another coffee. And I got in the truck and I never thought anything about it at all. And I've been driving here now, and then I've been busy watching my gas gauge, wondering if I'm going to make it to Kekabeka or not. And I happened to look over to the temperature gauge over there, down there, right there, see? Well, lo and behold, if we're not running at just under 100 degrees Celsius on my temperature gauge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, almost 100 degrees Celsius. So, if you have a GMC Chevy Sierra 4x4 and you run into that problem that it won't go past 60 Celsius, which is about 155 degrees, no matter what you do, change the second temperature probe that's right next to the thermostat housing on the top of the engine, right behind the alternator. Change that, and that will solve your problem, as it has solved my 2-month head-scratching dilemma. And I don't know how it controls the temperature of the engine. I can't begin to tell you, because there's no wires going to the mechanical thermostat. I have no idea. I can't explain it. But it has brought my temperature up, right up to almost just under 100 degrees Celsius. So, that's just a bit of information we'll pass on to anybody out there. So if you have a 1993 Sierra 4x4 350 engine and you have that problem, that's what you do. Okay, again, drive safe. We're on a slippery road here. It seems like this 590 is a little bit icy too. I don't know what temperature it is out right now, but it wasn't slippery when I left, but it seemed as I climbed the hill out of the valley, out of where the heck was I? South Gillies. No, not South Gillies. Can't remember where I was. Yeah, South Gillies. No, it wasn't South Gillies. I can't remember where I was. Well, anyway, corner of Highway 590 and 608. And it wasn't slippery. I was traveling 70, 80 kilometers an hour on 590. But anyway, it's gotten slippery, so I got to take her cool here. I'm in 4-wheel drive. Anyway, so drive safe, keep wheels face down, and again, like always, the one special girl I know, I love you, always have. Take care, and we'll talk at you again.